Girl, capture that camera. Capture that camera.
We're live. We're live.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Nice. Hello. Hi. Hello, and everyone. Hello. I regret nothing. I stand by what I said. Girl, capture that camera. Girl, capture that camera. Um. Anyway, hi, hey, hello.
Hey, hi. How are you?
I don't see us. I'm not seeing it. Am I not special enough?
You should be
Not do the
live.
thing.
Ooh.
I don't think I did the thing. Regardless, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. We're back after a small hiatus while we traveled west into the desert, much like the gunslinger before us who followed the man in black, chasing after the Dark Tower. If you
Oh,
don't get
wow.
that, all I can tell you is
It's a
seven
dated
books of great reading.
dated reference.
Dated reference? What are you talking about? He started those books in the 70s.
Stephen King's Dark Tower.
Oh man, one of my absolute all-time favorite series of books.
Stu likes one of those
Absolutely.
books, I think.
What's that?
I think Stu likes one of those books.
Really? Aww.
We should probably post that we're live.
Yes, that is a great idea. You can work on that while I do our lovely bunch of introductions. Sound good?
Sure.
Okay. Hi. Hello, everyone. I am Dustin Brewer, the brand manager for Zephyr Drone Systems, Little Arms Studio Simulator. Did I say systems or simulator?
Said
See,
systems.
that's the thing. I've said it. I don't know why my brain wants it to be systems. I don't understand, but it's Zephyr Drone Simulator, a division of Little Arms Studios. It's because there's so many S words, and I have to be really careful about other S words, and that's why. That's where my brain is. Trying to keep myself nice and professional. Anyway, I'm Dustin Brewer. With me, as always, is my partner in crime, my drone brother. We can do that. We could say that.
Sure.
Bo Van Buren, marketing coordinator extraordinaire.
That's me.
We are coming to you live as always here on YouTube, also soon to be on Twitch as well. So you can consume us however you see fit. Just staying off the major socials because things get a little weird. Outside of that, I think it's important that we hit kind of where we've been. It was fun going live last time. Excited to be live with you this time. I think we've got some really cool stuff in store. Like I said, we just got back from the desert, going to parts out west where it was very hot, very dusty, and we took our entire. Hey, it's Eric. Hello, Eric, and Monkey Fist. That's Alex. Hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. Hey, I actually look pretty. My camera just sucks. Jeez. We're gonna take care of that soon, very soon. I can't deprive you of how good this looks with a low quality camera. Outside of that, so we went to CUAV in Las Vegas, the commercial UAV Expo. And what this was a large gathering of different drone professionals, drone companies, Zephyr Drone Simulator. We even took our little Toothy with us. You can check out that quick reel on our YouTube and on Instagram of Toothy going through the registration process and seeing his beautiful booth that one Bo Van Buren ordered and had built for him. Absolutely, it turned out fantastic. Really good looking booth, good presence, made a huge brand splash. I think everyone there was a little surprised and really excited to see us show up with such an incredible presence at the show. So kudos to you right off the rip there, Bo, planning out a great trip and putting together a pretty amazing booth. Even though you somehow talked me into climbing my giant body up an 18-foot tall ladder. I don't bounce like I used to, so that was a little harrowing. But hey, we did it. We got it done. Turned out great, right?
We sure did.
Yeah, I'm proud of us. Outside of that, we got to meet especially for me being a fairly relatively new guy, getting to meet a bunch of our partners and collaborators face to face, making some new friends. Big shout out to Women and Drones. Desi, Dr. Laquata, just absolute blast. A huge shout out to Pilot Institute for letting us borrow those gigantic ladders so that we could finish putting together our giant booth. Those guys, amazing,
For
huge,
sure.
huge thank you. That was really cool of them to let us do that. Because me standing on both shoulders probably wasn't going to turn out as good as
I
what
mean,
as what this did.
I could have done it, but
I think so. I have faith in you. I don't think you'd let me fall. Trust fall. um, so outside of that, it wasn't just myself and Bo or even Brandon and Parker, our sales team. This was all of us, every single one of us that's involved with Zephyr and Little Arms. We packed up into our planes. We met in Vegas, loaded into a couple gigantic vans, and took Las Vegas on by storm. Um, Stayed at the link where the thing was, where the expo was. That was great. There at the Caesars Forum, everybody was, I mean, absolutely on their game. I could not have been more proud of a group than I am of our team. Like we showed up in Vegas, everybody was engaged, everybody pitched in. Um, nobody gave less than 100%, and it was really cool to see. I think us being there in mass, there's only 14 of us total, so I think that in and of itself speaks volumes to what we've created and what we have to share. Especially at the expo, having set up the different simulation spots where people could come up and actually try it. We ran some beta tests while we were there, which we'll go over. We'll show you guys what that looks like here in a few, because we've got some really cool stuff on the horizon. I'm more than a little excited for what we've been putting together and what we have almost ready to update with our current and future clients. Yeah, Josh, Vegas was on point. It was a good time. We even took a little bit of time to go on an adventure, a group adventure. We went out to the Sedona Desert and rode around on some ATVs through some windmill farms. Saw some just beautiful countryside. Thankfully, very early in the morning, so we didn't get too terribly sweaty and dusty. But yeah, it was an adventure. And then taking all of our dev team onto Fremont was perfect for me. One of my favorite things I've ever had happen. I've never seen people, like a group of people's eyes get that big. If you've never been, it's a little overwhelming. There's a lot of noises and sights and smells. So everybody, again, handled it like a champ. It was a ton of fun, and yeah, like I said, I don't have any complaints. I think everything went better than could be expected for trying to get everybody in one locale. And again, a lot of that's props to Bo for putting this all together and organizing this whole trip. So yeah,
Yep,
big, big, big snaps.
the stress was indeed worth it. Stu shared with me after the fact. Apparently, they have a thing that the devs do where they give accolades to everybody who like did good the previous week or something like that. And my name was all up on that thing. So is everybody's. I was very pleasantly surprised. The dev team didn't require practically any coaching. Some of them potentially have a job in sales if they ever want it.
Right.
I know Brandon was chomping at the bit to get Heath and Moose over on the sales side of things.
Right.
But
they were fantastic.
oh yeah, they killed it the whole time. Like there was a lot of parts where I was incredibly stressed out, but like I said, I believe it was worth the juice was definitely worth the squeeze.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't feel like we had to squeeze it too hard. I mean, just being there and communicating with some of our partners, I got to participate in like what 6 different interviews,
Was
and
it
kind of
6? I'd only seen like 2.
I think that's right. Had that thing with USI,
Mhm.
um,
Women and
Women in
Drones.
Drones, that TWB
Okay.
group,
Okay.
FBI, CUAV itself.
Mm.
It may have just been 5. May not have been 6. May have been 5.
Don't matter. You're a popular dude.
Look, and every single one of them, I still managed to reach one thing. I think I misquoted how many drones we have. I think I misquoted the website at one
Nah,
point. We were very tired.
you were just one. We were absolutely flavor blasted, like I like to say, and
100 Baja Blast.
and two, uh, there's a lot of energy going around, and like there's a lot of jargon and lingo. And I think this was what your second show. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah. No, the
so
first
like,
one being the LIDA conference in Framingham, which was tiny. Which again, it was a great way to wet my beak
yeah,
going into this, working with Brandon, learning a lot of the lingo and the flow of things. But yeah, Vegas was totally different animal.
oh yeah, Vegas is huge. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, you never really know what to expect, and like you can only talk about how an event is so much before like someone has to see it with their own eyes. And like
Hmm.
I think that it was good for the dev team to come out and kind of see, how like big these things are and how much of a hit
Sure.
the sim is usually.
Yeah,
Like we get a lot of good traffic, but I think Josh put it best. Like if we hadn't had everybody there for the first night, we would have been absolutely swamped if there were even just like 6 of us.
I
Like
agree
it was
wholeheartedly.
a lot of people. Um, but yeah, I do think that my favorite part of the whole trip, other than the food, because I'm a hefty guy, I like to eat. But and food is one of my one of the only things I think is a redeeming quality for Vegas personally.
Sure, I
Um,
agree.
but the best thing about the whole thing was just having everybody together. For sure.
Oh, absolutely. Look, again, speaking to my own, um, you know, my own take on this. Still being a relatively new guy and getting to actually put faces to names and be around everybody and interact, like that was great for me. Like I had such a good time, and everything clicked really well. And I mean, you said it best. Like dev team just did great. Can't say enough good things about them. Having our leadership team there, our C suite was awesome. Seeing Kyle, Alex, and Stu just go out and be there and be that presence was also great. I know there was a lot of folks at like USI and SDI that said much the same. Like it was really cool to see everybody there in mass. And I
Yeah.
totally agree. That first night when that shambling horde came rushing through the door,
Not
um,
the shambling horde.
I mean, I wasn't ready. It was just like drones. They just came at us
For sure.
in full force, and we were ready. We took it on. They broke upon our shields,
I will
so that was
say
pretty cool.
I think I agree with Conwar now. You can't keep using the you've been here for longer than a week. You can't be the new guy anymore.
Right? Yeah. No, I honestly, after that though, I feel less like new guy. I'm feeling far more entrenched, more comfortable in the lingo and
Oh yeah.
how we're moving
The
forward.
the alphabet soup is what I call it. It'll get you
Ah,
all of the acronyms. It's a
right?
it's definitely a field that loves its acronyms.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And coming from a place like Clarksville, Tennessee, which is a military town, so where the 101st are, go Screaming Eagles, and then being involved in like SHOT Show, like you hear a lot of acronyms, but I got to tell you, when flight is involved and you start mixing in like governmental agencies, oh my god, like I've never heard so many abbreviations outside of the military in my whole life. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's pretty intense, and like they add a new one every year.
right,
Was it AART first, then it was AAM, and now people are like it just there's constantly new stuff,
right,
new buzzwords, but it's a burgeoning field. So like anytime that like every time you go somewhere, someone's doing something new, or you know,
Mhm.
it's always just like the coolest stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, on that note, like let's kind of get into some of the new stuff that we were able to kind of glean at CUAV. Um, you know, one of the things that really captured my attention was just talking to people and talking to them about how much it has grown year over
Mhm.
year. How many new things are being offered in the space because it is such a burgeoning field, and seeing everybody's willingness to be open and talk about this progression and like the implications for what this means. That's one thing I mentioned in a lot of the interviews, is that it's really cool to be on the bleeding edge of this field so that we can help to educate and instruct new drone pilots and help them build up that muscle memory through the simulator,
Mhm.
so that they do decrease the likelihood of anything unsafe or damage to property or person, anything like that. So that was the biggest takeaway for me, was just how fast this thing is moving and growing, and
Mhm.
how something like our simulator helps to, you know, make sense of it, so it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like you're strapped to the front of a bullet train. You feel like it makes it into manageable. You got to eat the elephant one bite at a time, providing the fork and the knife to do so.
Yeah.
Um, but some other things that were pretty cool, seeing the FAA show up and talk about stuff like uh, Part 108 and things of that nature, seeing those pods
Mhm.
that contain the drone and like charge it and then launch it from the
Yeah.
pod.
Oh,
That,
the one that was right across from us, like diagonally, the like
yeah,
thing that people could just land on and it charges the drone. Like, oh, cool stuff.
very cool stuff. Like that's the future. Like
Yeah.
when I look at stuff like that, it's like, oh, that the future. Um,
That the future though.
that's the future. And it feels a little weird. Like, oh, we're moving into this territory. They did debut a new, was it a fixed or like a hybrid drone that had the
Well,
propellers and then went to fixed wing? That was pretty cool.
yeah. So that's called, or that's a, it's just a, I think an AVTOL is what they call it, where it's
Yeah,
like it it lifts off vertically and then it can switch to like a plane.
right.
I'd love to get one of those in the sim. I know that
Yeah.
there's a lot of physics things that have to work for that. So
Hmm.
at some point, maybe I'd love to see that. But
Yeah, it'd be incredible.
there's a lot of things we'd like to see, and there's a lot of things everybody wants to see. We like I think one of the coolest things that we did the whole time was have that board with the
Yeah.
sticky notes. Shout out to both Josh and Stu for that.
Hmm.
Good idea. I hope the data is fruitful.
I do too. That was really cool though. We had, just for those of you that weren't in attendance, we had these sort of like post-its, but a little bit bigger, almost like a cross between a legal pad and a post-it, different colors, vibrant neon. And as people would come up and make requests, ask questions, or try out the sim that we brought that was in beta that had the search and rescue stuff on it, we would take notes and apply those to part of the structure. And over the course of 3 days, or I guess technically 2 days when you put the two half days together with it, we amassed a ton of information, like really great feedback, a lot of it very positive, and some of it just quality of life stuff, but also some really good, substantial suggestions, clarifications, and things that we were able to bring back and start to synthesize and enhance this beta version that we're gonna, show you here in just a few. I actually saw the beta build thing that you put across the bottom of the screen. That's pretty cool. That makes
Hey,
life a little bit easier.
hey, that way people don't think it's live.
Right.
It's important. Like we did a specific build for CUAV so that people could kind of see what we were planning on doing for the next live. So that way they could give us information and critique, what what we're about to go live with, and like things
Hmm.
that we can change to make sure that that new live is successful. Um, Stuff like like our our acrobatic mode, where we got notes saying that some of it was too sensitive and other parts of it weren't sensitive enough, and like all good information from people who fly first person. Like I don't think anybody on the team really does that style of flying in acro mode. So
Yeah, no.
in,
Who was it? Josh at Air Data.
yeah,
Yeah, he had some really good insights there because that's what he does. He flies first person and often.
looks like Josh says it has already been very helpful to have the posted board and for feedback. We're already taking it into consideration for our future and current editions.
Smart.
Good
Smart.
info. That is
awesome.
that is heckin' smart.
It really is, and it just goes to show you that, like, as things get, added, and we figure out different ways to get good feedback and information, like we're gonna utilize it.
Yeah,
We're definitely not perfect. We want to.
I gotta say, it's very nice to hear from partners and just people who use the sim in general that, like, I think Christian said it. He's just like, your guys' biggest boon, or like the best thing that you guys do, is that you guys listen to your customers as opposed to just thinking that we know everything already. So he was just like, you the way that you guys conduct yourselves at shows and the way that you've built your product out and the way that you listen to consumer feedback, like, it can only lead to more success. And like, we love to hear that from a marketing side of things, because it makes our jobs easier, for one, and two, from a brand loyalty standpoint, that's also excellent.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
and that's not something I think that will ever change. That is a fundamental, like, piece of who we are and what we do.
Oh, for sure. Because like your customer service and support is where you make or break your relationship with your customers,
Especially with software as a service, kind of in that realm. Like, if you don't have decent communication and the ability to work with your customers and think around the corner, what are we even doing?
Yeah, that is true. And especially because our field is so small. I mean, it's large, but it's also small.
It's getting bigger.
Yeah. But like, some of the folks that have been here that we socialize with at most of the events are people that are always there. There are always newer people or new people showing up, but like, your big players usually, for the most part, remain the same. And like, having those good relationships and making sure that the name is not tarnished and stuff like that is very important in this kind of ecosystem.
That's the job. That's pretty much line for line the job description is, making sure that we're navigating this as thoughtfully and purposefully as possible. And I think that's why it was another really cool thing to go and meet people like Christian and SDI, and like, going out and experiencing some stuff with them. Like, that was just incredible. And hearing their takes on the industry. And again, going back to women and drones, and Desi, Dr. like actually sitting down and talking about, like, what does that mean to, help to decrease barriers and gatekeeping within the industry and make sure that it's open and accessible to as many people as possible. Because
sure.
drones don't care about,
who's using
you
it.
are.
Yeah,
who's using it. We care more about how you're using it, but not really who's using it. Like, we want to make sure it's being stewarded correctly.
For sure.
It's neat, and it's a real honor to be part of those conversations, because how we've positioned ourselves and how we want to move forward with everybody. Because I think you and I have said it several times. The rising tides raise all the ships.
Yep.
So we want to be a partner with that, and not a hindrance.
I'm trying to be the tide.
Right. Well, I don't want to be the tide, like I can't. Being a Razorback, I can't yell out much about the tide.
I'm not talking about roll tide. I'm talking about the actual tide, dude.
I can't believe you said it.
I mean, I don't watch football, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not missing much right now. Although I will. They're kind of fun on offense, right?
I'm not a sports ball guy usually. But yeah. I can hop into some of the scenarios that we debuted. If you'd like. I mean, I think we
Yeah,
can
sure.
at least I can at least fly around and do some stuff in the background.
Yeah, while you're doing that, just look it up. While we're bringing up those pieces, I will mention that moving forward on our weekly live stream, it's not just going to be us two chuckleheads. You're going to get to experience some other fine folks, most notably like our founders, some of the dev team. Want to bring on some of our sales team to talk about like how we, navigate the market. Plus industry friends, like talking to again women in drones, Dr. Laquata, bringing in our buddies from SDI, plus really anybody else that we want to bring on. Scheduling this thing out through December, we've got some really fun guest speakers and people bringing in different insights and perspectives. So I'm really looking forward to how this is going to grow and move as we continue to bring this kind of stuff to the table, because I think it's really good for really anybody that wants something supplementary to just the simulator or just to us as a service. Like, this is a look not really behind the curtain, but it's another way that we can be open and honest. Oh, look at that. That is pretty. So this is Miami Beach, correct?
That is correct.
Ooh. So what are we doing?
We are doing a tour of the beach, I believe, as I fly jankily through this.
It's fine.
I didn't see anybody get hit by that seaplane, so I'm wondering, obviously a lot of safe flyers out there, but the devil's advocate in me kind of wants to just lift off high enough to get hit by that thing.
Right. That's something I think I said it in the last stream too. Is when I tell anybody that comes up to try the sim for the first time is just take it up as high as it'll go and then crash it. And they always look like, why? Why do that? It's like, because it takes all the anxiety out of it. Like, the worst thing that you could possibly do in the simulator, you've already done it. Now you can move on. Like,
Oh yeah, of
crash it.
course. Crashing's
That's what
not
it's
bad.
for.
A lot of people just first thing they do is crash.
Oh yeah.
You take the drone out of the box and then you send it straight into a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're me, the first thing you do is when you're sent to do an absent beat perp course is as soon as you get to the hotel, you power it on in your room and it flies directly into your coat. No lie, I did that inside of the hotel room at a Holiday Inn Express in South Carolina, and it just went straight to my coat. I was
So
not prepared for the loss of GPS. I didn't even think about it. It just went straight into the wall.
so the old commercial of because I stayed in a Holiday Inn Express last night.
Oh yeah, it works. It holds up.
A cat says, "Do it, crash it." It's pretty hard to get hit by it. I've tried. Oh, Josh has tried to hit the plane.
I think you underestimate my power.
Calling some democracy on it. Eagle One. Try and take out Eagle One.
All right.
And if for all those that are tuning in, we've been on for about 30 minutes. But again, my name is Dustin Brewer, brand manager for Zephyr Drone Simulator. And with me, as always, is Bo Van Buren, our marketing guru, and he's taking us through one of our areas in beta, the Miami Beach.
Oh, I'm going straight for this plane.
Do it. Oh, here it comes. I got faith in you. I am like on the edge of my seat.
No.
It's going away?
It almost hit me and went past. I was pretty close.
Oh, it's coming back. Here it comes. It's going for another pass.
I'm not going for that one.
Red leader to gold leader. Red leader to gold leader.
Deploy two cable.
Oh.
Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Come on, man. It'll disappear and then reduce altitude.
Just incredible. We do not advise doing this with an actual drone, by the way. I feel like I should have to say
Yeah,
that.
we should preface that. Don't do this.
Yeah. That's what the sim is for, to do, be a little silly.
All right, I'm gonna stop.
But yeah, don't do this in real life with your actual drone.
You're
That
right.
seems like a horrible idea.
It's also a crime, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, don't do crime. Don't do it. Especially now with as weird as things are, you could wind up
in some
somewhere really bad.
pretty not cool places. Just don't.
Yeah, just don't do it. So this is one of our areas that we had available for beta for people to check out and fly around on. Personally, for me, the my inner Tommy Vercetti loves this setup. Felt like it was like a nice return to Vice City.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I felt pretty good.
Except for he'd be using the drone. He'd be using the drone for more illicit purposes.
Exactly, which is kind of fun. We've got some partnerships that we're working with, and there's some interesting things out there that you know that you learn about as you go. Things like ITAR and how that works with working with other countries, other groups, other governments. You learn a lot about how the regulation behind all this works, and that's been kind of interesting to delve into over the last couple weeks and learn about, how we safeguard products like these and how we strive to remain in compliance at all levels. We take that kind of stuff very, very seriously, while we also try and fly this fake drone into a palm tree.
Well, I'm
You're gonna
landing.
land it? Okay.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna land it. You kidding me?
Moving the gimbal. Oh, we also got something kind of cool on the horizon too. Maybe some hardware that we're working on.
I got an F. It's time. It's because I went over on time. I wasn't going for speed. I was having fun.
That's fine.
555 while still trying some tomfoolery about trying to get hit by a plane is pretty good.
It's not terrible.
So that's our Miami Beach scenario. We have a couple different things that you can do in there, but I kind of want to do one of the SAR ones as well.
Yeah,
for the uninitiated, that is search and rescue.
Mm-hmm.
You can see them down here. We have SAR fundamentals as well as SAR mountain. We did get a lot of feedback on this, on it being incredibly difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things. The fundamentals is where you can learn like your procedures and your best practices about what you're going to need to do, and like it's obviously going to go through some of the things that you'll face. And then the SAR mountain is the actual like search and rescue mountain scenario. So you can test the skills that you learned in the first one in this one. And because I am me, I'm just going to send it. What up, Stu?
Sturt.
Welcome to the stream. Yes.
Meows.
Yes.
All right. So we are loading up search and rescue.
We are. My computer is struggling. But that's because it's my computer. It's not because it wouldn't do this on your computer. This is just because it's me. So as you can see
that's
here,
probably something good to kind of cover. Do you know off the top of your head some of the minimum spec requirements?
I don't, but we do have those on our FAQ.
Hey, what a great way to plug our FAQ on our page, where you can go and learn all kinds about what all system requirements your computer needs, and some other frequently asked questions. What a great way to learn how to educate ourselves.
It's true. We have notes on there for everything that you have to do with the sim, including if you're an enterprise customer, we have notes on our learning management system, which is in place to help you organize and structure your courses with your students.
Heck yes. In fact, we have a really good learning management system video that our own Josh made that I will be posting to our YouTube. We have it in a drive that we give to clients, but I think that'd just be a good thing to have on our YouTube in general. So we'll be posting that before too long.
Nice. So as you can see here, we have our free flight module, which just allows you kind of like go around the mountain and look at the spaces. Then you have your lost hikers, you have a lost climber, lost climbers, you have lost campers, and so on. Yeah. So we got notes. We got notes that some of these are incredibly difficult. I'm gonna try it myself.
Do it. Do it, lady.
A hiker has gone missing and was last seen on the trail across the river on the northeast side of the mountain. Go and search the surrounding areas and use SAR techniques to find the subject as quickly as possible. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know any SAR techniques, and this is the first time I've flown this module. But you know what? I'm going to send it.
Do it. Nothing to it but to do it. That's what the great thing about having a simulator is. You can just go do it.
Find the lost hiker last seen on the trail across the river on the northeast side of the mountain. And then return to the landing pad. So this is the lake.
Mm-hmm.
But that
and what drone are you using?
I am in the Skydio X2E presently. Mainly because I flew the Avata in the last one, and I wanted to try using the Skydio.
Absolutely.
That's one of the cool things. It's another cool thing about the sim is we're completely agnostic when it comes to actual drones. So we have a number of different drones in the simulator from different manufacturers. All right, we are on our way. Don't know where we're going.
Just said just across that river.
I am across the river. Are you saying
around the river bend?
I was getting ready to say, are you saying he's just around the river bend?
Can we do that? Are we going to get DMCA for that?
If we actually sing it, yes. If we do it as a slam poetry, we won't. All right. So this is a campsite, and you can see the he's just looking at the stars.
Yeah.
She is looking at the stars.
She, they.
How do I have to take a picture of them, or is just looking at them good enough?
Oh, there they are. I see them. Hello. I ate some weird mushrooms. It smelled funny, and now I'm taking a
now I'm taking a nap. That's crazy.
A nap, and the clouds are making words. And it says, enjoy it, Walmart. Oh, yeah, just cross river. You're in the right area. Yeah, sure. So we'll snap a picture.
All right. They have now been identified. I don't know what Aaron was I don't know what Aaron's talking about. That was easy.
Right.
Aaron, hire me. I'm just kidding. I'll come be a drone responder.
That's right.
That's another cool thing is speaking with the drone responders guys. The men and women of the drone responders. All of them excellent people. I don't want to tell on them too much, but apparently when we were at the darts thing with Pilot Institute, they were at the same place, but they were at the wrong party. So they were they were drinking on another party's tab.
I'm sure Pilot Institute thanks them for their service.
Instead of playing darts with us. It's crazy. So first time out the gate, 2 minutes 46 seconds.
Let's go.
Plus, baby. That's huge.
That's big.
I will say, I have not been responsible for any of the dev on this. I had no idea what I was doing. So we're going to go to the next module. And we're going to see if we can't find a lost hiker. Maybe a little bit more tricky because, you know, hikers move. But campers generally stay put unless they're camping and hiking. Targets are randomly spawned. Go ahead.
That one just happened to be fairly easy.
Oh. Anything you can do to give to give Aaron an out, huh?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Last seen on the loop trail going up to the waterfall on the south side of the mountain.
South side.
South side of the mountain. I'm looking for a waterfall. So because I know there's a waterfall, I can find the waterfall first and then work back from there.
There you go. Reverse engineer. I gotta tell you, this looks really good.
Oh yeah, I'm super impressed with this.
Really does. Dev team did such a good job. Every flight through the module will be a little bit different. See, like it's that kind of quality and attention to detail that really like I don't know. That's just it's an incredible product. It really does make my life a lot easier being able to promote something that I truly find like not just interesting but also fascinating. Like this is really cool.
Uh-oh, there are multiple waterfalls.
Uh-oh.
Or is there one big waterfall? Am I looking for like a Niagara kind of deal or what? Because
We
like,
just start taking it waterfall by waterfall.
uh-oh, I may have talked too much trash.
Oh no.
I hope I don't fall. All right, so that looks like a trail.
That does look like a trail.
But the question is, does the trail loop? Because it said it's a loop trail.
It looks like it does circle back on itself. Yeah, let's go right. Yeah, let's go that way. Some dense
Vegetation.
vegetation. The flora.
Other side of the
Absence.
mountain, cardinal directions are the key. Cardinal directions. But how does one...
Oh, what's that? Is that something?
There is a... I see. The heading at the top.
Ah.
So now it says we're north. And it says the south side of the mountain. So that would be this side. A fire watch.
Oh. Man, we're way up there.
Yeah. Normally you're... Oh my.
Is that a hut?
What a hut.
Like a fire watchtower.
Yeah.
That's cool. I always wanted to do that.
You get paid a decent amount of money for it. I don't know. I played the game. I'm good, I think. If you've never played the game, it's pretty tough.
I haven't played the game. I'll have to look it up. I recently rediscovered SimCity 2000 from
oh no.
back in the day. South of your current position.
That's a real waterfall right there.
Yeah, that's got a lot more.
It's got a lot more gravitas, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and look, there's a trail.
It's no Niagara. It's a couple waterfalls.
Well, I was always told not to go chasing them, so I stay at home instead.
Burn it down like I'm Left Eye. Rest in peace.
So now what I will say is that if I had done the training, I'd probably be doing a lot better at this because I would have that knowledge base. But right now, I'm just doing what I imagine anybody who's ever flown a drone and looking for somebody who's lost would do, which is winging it. You shouldn't do that. You should get you should get the training.
Which is why we also have this as part of the training for people to sharpen their skills. And according to our fearless leader Kyle, Josh is also working on clarifying the instructions in a variety of ways, so thereby making this an even better training tool. That is pretty darn rad. Literally right now doing some R&D in mini display the assigned search zone. See, that makes sense because you figure if it's a search and rescue operation, somebody's going to be there with a map, kind of pinpoint some stuff. Oh, took her all the way down.
All right, Aaron. So you may get a pass for now.
We need to ping him and let him know we're live, and I bet his ears are burning.
Is that a bag? It's a stump.
It's a stump. At least it's not a. I'm glad you didn't say it like bag. I've got a friend from Wisconsin, and she bag.
Oh, a bag.
Big.
No, it was a stump there. That's one of the funnier things Heath said, because like I would occasionally do that while we were in Vegas. He's just like, I feel like you're translating for me. It's pretty nice.
But the most important thing we did discover is that in fact Shin Lim is there.
Shin Lim is indeed there, and it'll never die.
Up in there. Did you guys know? Did you know?
Nobody knows. Unless I guess someone's like a super fan of Shin Lim.
How could you not be a super fan of the card mechanic Shin Lim?
Card mechanic. All right. I mean, I have yet to find this hiker.
It's hard. It's not easy. I mean, this is.
Can you imagine walking all of this though? Like,
as an avid backpacker, Appalachian Trail kind of stuff. Like, yeah.
as a fat guy, I will say that I don't know that I'd be like. I mean, if I guess the circumstances matter, but like,
well, sure.
You know, when I was zoomed out from this like fern here, it looks like it could be a body. See what I'm talking about?
Are they
like that guy that it like pops, but like
it really does.
he's
Are they
like,
laying down?
oh man.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir, are you okay, sir?
Have a bullhorn strapped to the bottom of it. Sure.
So I'm guessing this guy or this lady, man or woman, did not make it very close to the waterfall.
I'm thinking this person probably just laid down and
We just lay down. Just hit them with the milk was a bad choice.
Well, that or perhaps their trail mix had a cashew in it.
You don't like
supposed to have cashews.
You don't like cashews?
Oh, I love cashews, but I know people have a pretty distinct allergy. I did meet another person this was in Maine who has the same issue with mangoes that I do.
You have an issue with mangoes?
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever. I wouldn't recommend. Absolutely terrible, but the skin on them, if it gets on your lips, it has the same effects as like poison ivy.
Interesting.
It's called mango mouth, and it's absolutely miserable. His was much worse.
I mean, I don't just go around rubbing mangoes on my face.
Oh, so you're messing up. That's one of the best part of mango.
I am a pineapple guy though. Pineapple is my is my favorite fruit. You guys ever wanted to know a random factoid about me?
No, I'm usually, you can take a mango and like kind of rake the meat off onto a pint glass, right? Like I don't ever eat it off the skin, but this morning in particular, I was running late, so I just scored it, on the skin, and it's kind of flipped it out and then ate it from the skin, like mango on the cob. And where my lip touched the skin, like it swelled up and it felt like I had road rash on it. Oh, awful.
So you played yourself.
I did. 100%. 100%. So, word of the wise. See, and now you learned something else that you didn't even know you were going to learn.
Drones and mangoes.
Drones and mangoes goes together like lime and tuna fish.
All right. Well, I'm beginning to think they didn't even take this trail.
May not have.
Maybe
may have to back up.
maybe they wandered into the woods.
Bo only rubs pineapple on his face.
It's true,
but not cut up and skin on.
The whole thing. I take it.
Leave me alone.
Nobody said. Nobody. Like you don't get to tell me how to enjoy my days off.
That's right. The kids are calling it sponge bobbing. They're rubbing
sponge bobbing. Wow. That's awful. Anywho,
so about this hiker,
I think this hiker is going to be lost for quite a bit.
Time's of the essence. It's cold outside.
What does it say? What do they say in COD? Get him next time.
Get him next time. I wouldn't know because I don't play Call of Duty.
Hey, just like that. That's how you find a missing person. You give up, and then you find them.
That's right.
Get wrecked, Aaron. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm 100% kidding.
For an at B Van Buren at Little Arms. Hey, look! It's that same. She must have been some illicit substances. She's far off the trail.
She's partying. It's okay. That's what some people do that in the woods. They just go out there to party.
And that's terrifying to me.
Partying in the woods? Absolutely not. Definitely not for me. I can't with that.
Not a controlled enough environment for yours truly. You give me a nice little flask of some bourbon. That's about as far into the spirit world as I want to get. Lost on the trail.
So usually when they're running multiple drones and stuff like that in these kind of operations, I don't know if they still do it anymore, especially because now that BV loss is becoming a thing. They will have one drone flying and then flying down close up, in where I was just searching and stuff like that, and they'll have another drone that they can see the drone so that they can say that they have line of sight.
Gotcha. That makes sense. You got a spotter for the spotter.
The other thing that's cool is when they're running multiple drones for this kind of situation is the lingo and stuff that they use is very specific. And they went through a lot of it, and a lot of it may have changed since the last time I did any of this stuff. But generally speaking, when you're going, down range or whatever, you have a specific thing that you say, and then if you're coming back, you work that with the other person that's flying the other drone, and you'll be like, hey, I'm returning to base, and then they'll say, you're clear to return to base, ascend to 400 feet or whatever and fly back, or they'll give you a certain path vectoring so that it's impossible for you to hit the other drone. So just that kind of teamwork and stuff like that's very interesting, especially to witness. I got to see a lot of that at the Texas Robotics Summit at Reveille Peak Ranch, where they had us do a couple of different drills and stuff like that. That was one of the first shows I went to.
That's cool.
Very cool stuff. But yeah, so found that lost hiker, easy peasy. What are you gonna do?
According to Josh, this is the first. That one model is the. They get closer to release, they will be adding in more different models. In fact, we kicked around the idea, what a great segue. We will be engaging in a live stream for 24 hours for this little thing called Extra Life.
Yes.
And there will be different prizes, donation levels, things like that. In fact, let's just go all the way back, Bo. Would you please explain what Extra Life is and what it entails.
Extra Life is a charity event held every year on usually the first weekend slash Saturday of November for us. They do a couple of different sponsored days throughout the year, as far as I know, but we raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And as a company, we do this every year. It's a good excuse for us to get together, or for those of us who can't attend in person, we hang out online. We have different games and stuff planned. There's like a whole schedule that we do, and it's 24 hours. It's a little bit more than 24 hours usually because we do it on fallback, so you get an extra hour out of us usually. But yeah, we raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals by playing video games and board games and doing hot wings challenges, and occasionally people choose to dye my beard. Just all kinds of manners of nonsense happen, but it's always a good event. We're going to be live streaming that onto probably both now if we can figure out how it works, but we usually stream that live to our Twitch channel. Yeah.
It's going to be fun, and I get to participate this year. I get to run a one shot with whomever wants to participate, and within that, you'll have, as a viewer, the ability to donate money, which will trigger different things happening, like reverse the dice, or we have to play a game blindfolded, or share a controller on a video game.
When you say reverse, when you say reverse the dice, you mean that ones are 20s and 20s are ones?
Like a nat 20 is now a nat 1.
Oof, duh.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you half the dice. I've seen
we
that.
We could call it wild magic.
Yeah. Honestly, just having wild magic affect the game at any given time through a donation, pretty rough.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but that way you get to interact with us while we're doing our thing. You get to be an active participant. And we even kicked around the idea of like a massive donation. Then we would work to try and model that donation, that person, into the sim as one of the lost hikers or campers. It'd be a hefty donation.
That'd be cool.
But then you're forever immortalized into the simulator. So we'll see. That would be kind of cool. But we're figuring all that around. That there's nothing hard and fast yet. We just know that this is kind of the track that we're on, and we'll continue to update each week on here as we get closer to that stream. Also, and you'll get to see some familiar faces, and tell your friends. And like Kyle said, it's for the kids, much like Wu-Tang.
For the kids.
For the kids. So, just to recap, Bo, thank you for taking us through the search and rescue beta that we are hopefully going to be releasing into the wild within the next few weeks.
Yes.
We're excited for our future partnerships. Oh yeah, be a GoldenEye style, where we just use like a photo picture, a low poly model. Yeah.
Nah, we need high res. We're talking like perfect quality image, photorealist.
Do you remember in GoldenEye, one of the cheats you could earn is like the DK mode?
I don't know what DK mode means. I know Big Head mode.
Yeah, well, it's like Big Head mode, but it's Donkey Kong mode. Essentially, they've got really long arms and the great big head. How much fun would that be to have? That's like you have to go find.
All right, when are we adding a Yeti into this scenario? Or like more realistic, like a car or a truck that's wrecked into the side of the, like not wrecked or like rolled down the side of the hill, or like maybe like a crashed airplane or something like in the forest.
That'd be cool. Very Yellow Jackets-esque.
Maybe less cannibals, more just actual survival scenario, trying to find people.
Like yeah, after watching Yellow Jackets, girls scare me more than they did before. Terrifying. But no, what would be cool too is like find the sunken truck, like oh, what was that movie? Fried Green Tomatoes.
Yeah.
That could be kind of fun. But anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch. A lot of cool stuff coming up. Take a picture of my dad. It is a Sasquatch. Wow.
Is your
I bet your dad watches that stream
is-
too, and he's gonna see that.
is your dad a Sam Squanch?
He's Sax Squatch. He plays the saxophone. He's just very, very hairy. A heavy, hairy guy.
We're out there, us hairy, heavy guys.
I play guitars here on my wall. That's about as good as you're gonna get out of me now. But anyway,
I am not a guitarist.
he is. So according to Josh, he is a big hairy guy that plays saxophone. So that's pretty cool.
That is a thing I didn't know about, y'all.
Didn't either. That's I feel like we've all learned a lot today. But we've got a lot of cool collaborations on the horizon, bringing in some new guests. We're next trying to talk one of our founders into being our first guest. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. We can get into more the foundational stuff of who and what we are and where we come from. Still taking in all of your requests. We're tabulating all of this, constantly updating our sim. Thanks to everybody that was at CUAV that we got to meet, interact with, and for giving me the opportunity to platform this sim and this company, which is just fantastic. Had an absolute blast. And please, 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 before you run away, make sure you give us a like. That helps in the algorithm. Share it across whatever platform you so choose, but get us in front of other eyeballs. And hit that little subscribe button so that you'll know when we go live. We're trying to keep these around an hour or so. We don't want to inundate and overwhelm anybody. Keep it in nice little bite-sized chunks. But as this starts to progress, maybe we'll have even more in-depth looks at stuff. But otherwise, Bo, you have anything else to add to the folks?
No, I mean, look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll be back next week, same time, same place. Again, like, share, and subscribe. I hate saying it, but I got to. Otherwise, take care. Love one another. Be safe out there with your drones, and don't forget, you can wreck the sim, and it doesn't hurt anything. So,
and
until next time.
As one of my favorite YouTubers says, if today's your birthday, happy birthday.
Oh, that's a really good one. I like that. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. My little sister's birthday was yesterday. Happy 33rd birthday, Jamie.
Happy birthday to Dustin's little sister.
Yeah, she's way cooler than I am. All right, right on. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, and give us a shout.
Bye.